It's baking. So it's glorious out here, but oh my god, oh fishy. But oh my god, it's so hot today. So I'm attempting to walk down to Lydeland. I've bought me a Coke to keep me going. So yeah, it's going to be a nice walk. Hopefully, no rush. Got a few hours. How gorgeous is that? That's such a pretty picture, isn't it? Hi guys.
Hi, thank you.
That's alright, enjoy your ride.
Yeah, thank you.
It is hot.
Thank you.
Lots of liquid today.
Thank you.
So here I am on this glorious walk. It is a very hot day, and this is something that I want to sort of chat about, really. It's trying something out that you've never done before, or maybe that you haven't done in a very long time. And before you go off and do something really big, you need to make sure you can do it. So I am a believer that you should try and give everything a go that comes your way. Things might not work out and they might be brilliant. So, you know, I've lived in a car, something you'd do. You might live in a car yourself, or a motorhome, or a lorry, or a van, or on a train, I don't know. And you might live in a house where you've got all your things around you. You've got your lovely kitchen and your lovely sitting room. And I do think those sorts of things actually can make us quite lazy in trying anything new, and maybe getting a little bit angry about that. Sometimes we're stuck in a rut, you know. We're working all the hours that God gives. We're earning the money. We're looking after our family, and it's hard out there. I know it's really, really hard out there. And if it's not got a goal at the end of it, then you really need to start thinking about what you want your goal to be. Because if you carry on doing what you're doing, and at the end of it all you do is die, and you haven't lived life, then that's such a waste. Because we only have a very short time on this planet, and we need to get out of it the best that we can. So for people who are solo, it's a whole lot easier, because you can try new things, and if it doesn't work out, the only thing that's messing it up is you. This place was so quiet. It seemed like almost walked on it. Stay there, don't move. I'm sorry. You're alright, mate. Scowling at me. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying, you know, when I walked out and got in my car and crashed my car. Do you remember me when I crashed my car? I fell asleep on the way to work at Sainsbury's one night, and I crashed my car, and that was it. It was written off, wasn't it? And for me, everything changed in that moment. And yet that night, or the next day, I can't remember, when I did another video and I told you I'm sorry, I'd messed up. And it just seemed like any other video, didn't it? You know, it's like, sorry, I messed up, I crashed my car. Look at that. Only 121 and a quarter miles to Leeds. I'll do. So I've come off the canal now because it was really busy. I was telling you about my car crash. There is a reason for all of this. So basically, I think I just made a couple of quick videos about it, but I don't know if I did any videos about me having to go and hire a car. So I had to hire a car, and I went and picked up some suitcases from a shop in town, wherever I was, and so what I want to say is, you know, you can lose everything, and you know, all your worldly goods, and at the end of the day it doesn't matter. I lost all my worldly goods sort of twice over, really. I lost them when I sold them all off when I was moving into my car, and then I lost them when I had the crash because I had to go. I got a couple of suitcases and had to go to my car and get all my stuff out of there, and then I had to go back to the hotel and choose what I was going to take with me, because now I was no longer a person with a vehicle, I was a person on foot. And so I had to make a decision as to what I was going to take, and there was a load of stuff I had to take. Well, I had to hire a car down to skips all around wherever I was, Nottingham, Long Eaton, somewhere around there I think, somewhere just off the motorway. I had to go and dump all my stuff, and I ended up with virtually nothing. So all my worldly goods that I have now, like Cassie Dog and Quirks and my eels and stuff, they're all really important to me. More important than any clothes I could buy or anything like that. So it's about knowing what's important to you and making a decision about how you want to change your life. So it's about, you know, don't get stuck in a rut thinking you can't get out of the rut that you're in, because you can. If you're solo, you definitely can. You can just think about what you'd like to try and go and try it. And then when it works, you know, look into it a bit further. It's a bit like, I want to go camping again, okay? I haven't been camping for a good couple of years now. In fact, the last time I camped was when I was in my car. It's nice around here. So, now I haven't been camping since I was lived in my car, right? And I want to do it again. I've got all my camping gear, I've got my rucksack, but I haven't got the nerve at the moment to walk outside my door with my big rucksack and go and get on buses or trains or whatever to go and find a campsite. And I had planned it all in my head. You know, I can get on this bus and that bus, and I just don't need to go upstairs on the bus. I just sit at the bottom and near the front with my rucky and get on and off, and you know. But you worry about, everybody does it, you worry about, oh, what people will think. There you are, this grey-haired old lady with a rucksack, what are you up to? So, you know, I've been held back a bit, but I'm working towards it. At the moment, I'm working towards it by doing loads and loads of walks out in the middle of nowhere. And this is what everybody needs to do. You need to find a way to change your life if you're not happy with it. And it doesn't matter if you're disabled, if you've got Parkinson's or any other disability. There are things that you can do to make changes. So you need to decide how you want to change your life and how you can do that. And if that means by using other people to help you look into things and buy things, maybe mobility stuff, I don't know. Anything that helps you change your life that you hate at the moment. Just do it slowly. You don't have to do it in 5 minutes. You can do it in months, you know, even a year or two. There's plenty of time. So I'm just saying, just don't be angry, don't be bitter, don't be stuck wherever you're stuck, because you can change this. And if you are a married person who is in a job that you absolutely hate, then all you've got to do is sit down with your other half and talk it over. And maybe they're in the same situation. You probably don't talk to each other very much when you come home because you're all so tired and you've got kids to look after and stuff like that. So wherever you are in life, don't accept it if you're not happy with it. You need to start looking into how you can make the changes. And it's never too late. I mean, look at me at 67. I'm about to make another major change. So it's never too late to make changes and find a better way and a happier way. And money isn't everything. And buying clothes and getting hammered at the weekend is not the answer to it. I mean, alcohol really doesn't help. It just blots things out for a while. But then at the end of the Saturday night, it's Friday night, and then there's Sunday, and you're getting over all your hangovers and everything, and you've got to start again on the Monday. So this other thing is, you know, we tend to drown our week by going out and partying and drinking alcohol. And you know, I've given up alcohol for a long, long time, and I really do think that it destroys your thinking. And you know, you just got to get yourself up again, and you can't think straight. So if you want to change, you need to get yourself healthy, and you need to be able to get that brain working, write everything down, all the stuff that you want out of life and how you're going to do it, even if it means starting your own shop or going for a 2-year hike across the country. Anything. If you're having to pay out a lot of money for everything that you own, then give it up. Yeah, give it up. You don't need it. It's just things. They're just things. I mean, I had so many things and they've all gone now. I have things like dressing gowns and t-shirts. I've just given a load more away to charity because I don't need them. I only need clothes to live in and go out in and go to bed in, and you know, I don't need a lot of everything else. I don't need tons of shoes. I've got my walking shoes, they'll do me. So we keep buying all this stuff because we need quick fixes. Even I do, you know, I get something off Amazon, but I try and make it once a month and it has to be under a tenner. And that's just a quick fix because then you've ordered it and then you're waiting for it. And then when you get it, you open it and then it's over, innit? So teach yourself how to do quick fixes without spending a lot of money. Think about moving out where you're living now and where else you might live to bring down the costs. But there are ways that you can work it out. Even if you're with a family, even if you're part of a family, you can sit down and you can talk about it. There's a guy on YouTube. He's from America. He's got a wife and 2 very young children. And what did he do? He upped sticks and moved to Russia. Can't remember the name of it. If you want it, I'll look it up and tell you. And it's just fascinating. I don't think he speaks Russian. And they've moved out in the middle of somewhere in Russia. They're all building their own farm. They're, you know, and the little children are involved, and that's what he's decided to do with his life and his family, to find his peace. And we can all do that. If you're on your own, you can definitely do it, because you just need to work things out all the time and try things out quietly, and you know, you'll get there. But don't let life pass you by. Don't be bitter and angry. Don't keep spending money or buying alcohol or drugs or whatever it is to make you feel better, because it's only short-termism, as they call it. I've been out here for hours. I'm going to have to start thinking about getting back to a road and finding a bus home. Start writing stuff down. Start talking to people you trust, your mum, your dad, your wife, your husband, whoever, and say, you know, let's change our life. Let's live for us, not for the government, not for all the super wealthy people who are making money out of this house that I'm paying a mortgage on, or whatever it is. Even if you have animals, I mean, there are people who go hiking with their cat and their dog. You know, nothing is not doable. Everything is doable. You just need to work it out. Try things out. That's the important bit. Don't just think you can do it. You've got to try things out. When they don't work, you try something else. But So whatever's affecting you, you know, write it in your comments. We'll see if we can't think of ways to help you think about where you want to go. And I'm going to get on with my walk now and get to my bus, wherever that may be. And let me know if you want any changes, or if you've had changes, or anything that might help other people as well. You know, any ideas. It all helps. Okay, catch you guys later.